It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. With the regular season starting to wind down, Kenny, if you're a team that's put up a good fight, but now it's obvious you won't make the playoffs, what's your strategy in the last few games?
Well, you try to get better for next year. You want to improve. Every day you're on the court, you want to improve. But you also want to put a good product on for the fans. So you want to have the fans believing next year could be your year as well.
Well, I'm not as nice as Kenny. I want to win now. So the first thing I would do, I got to evaluate the coaching staff. And then I got to decide which players I want back. We're not making the playoffs. Well, I'm not paying any people.
Wow. That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip. We send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to BMO Harris Bradley Center. We are in Milwaukee, the home of the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And David Aldridge will be on our sideline tonight reporting. This game in Milwaukee marks the start of a homestand for the Bucks. And you look at this team, pretty impressive, certainly a playoff contender with the third-best record in the East.
And right now for the Bucks, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
You know, and that's something we see a lot from teams that come out of the blue like they have this season. Their confidence just grows and grows with each passing week, and they hit the playoffs riding high.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo came to the NBA as an unheralded 19-year-old from Greece. He's been a quick study at the NBA level. One reason? He actually takes notes. He said, we all make mistakes and your mind can't remember them all. I write what I did wrong and what worked. I'm going to keep it going. Someday, I'll have a collection. That dedication, Kevin, the sky is the limit for the Greek freak.
Boy, that's fascinating stuff, D.A. Thank you so much. What better way to learn from your mistakes? Well, here we are, Doris. Two teams that make a living feasting off the glass. Great rebounding teams. What kind of temperament does that breed for tonight's game?
Well, I think we can expect an incredibly physical matchup. Tremendous effort from both sides. Because of that physicality, though, Kev, emotions could run high.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Baldwin out there with Kevin Love. Now here's Lee. They set the pick. The teardrop falls in. Lee's got the first basket of the game for the Bucks.
If you give Lee that spot on the floor, 9 times out of 10, he comes away with a bucket.
To the middle, here's Jake.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Now here's Parker. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Here's Baldwin. Kicks to Shumpert. Here's Baldwin. He had 37 points in the win against Chicago. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Shumpert. No good on the three. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart.
Now here's James. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. LeBron drives in, and here's Love for three. Good, and the assist goes to James.
You know, Kevin's release point's so high, you can contest. It doesn't matter.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Bucks miss again.
I'll tell you, he's not going to get in his coach's good graces if he's missing wide open looks like that.
Here's LeBron. Makes it off the glass. LeBron's got his second basket.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with. His ability to change direction on a drive so quickly. Incredible.
Screen by Parker. Pass to Giles. Parker, a screen on Love. Shot to stop the run. Got a piece of it.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
That's a pick by Love. James kicks to Shumpert. So nice passing by Cleveland here. It's tipped. Lee with the steal. Here's Diallo. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I tell you, coaches love those high percentage looks in the paint.
Baldwin kicks to Love. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Boy, that makes them 4 out of 5 to start this thing. They're finding very good shots early on.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lee. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Parker. Here's Diallo. Running by Shumpert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Diallo no good. Cleveland leading by 5. Passes to Baldwin. Deflects the pass. Parker with the steal. And the dunk by Parker.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score. Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Here's Love. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 3. Parker with it. Picked up by Love. Love against Parker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
Now here's James. 26 points for him last game against Chicago.
Yeah, Kev, he was a standout on the backboards that night and got a number of big rebounds.
Basket good.
There aren't a lot of ways to slow up LeBron James in the pick and roll. Even if you defend it perfectly, he can find a way to score.
Here's Lee, and the pass to Diallo. Over Shumpert. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball. Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's Giles. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas. It's rebounded by Baldwin. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Left side, Love. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first 3. Now here's Lee. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Tries it from 9. No good on that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
The Cavaliers pull it in. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Baldwin the pass to James. Here's Baldwin. Parker with the steal. By himself, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here's Baldwin. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
Well, LeBron negates the defender. Solid screen on that play.
Lee outside. There's the pick. Parker outside. Down low. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Doris, with the NBA draft becoming of greater interest to the casual fan, plenty of household names making big splashes. But who are some of the young players, as you take a look at the list, on the rise who have done it rather quietly, maybe without the headlines?
I think you'd have to look at a player like Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis, of course, the son of the great Arvydas Sabonis, has been around the game from the time he was born. And I think what you see with Domantas is this incredible feel for the game. Shot making, play making, rebounding ability, exceptional within the context of a system. I'd say quietly Sabonis is going to be a tremendous player.
I saw a lot of Clint Capella down at Houston in the playoffs last year. He comes to mind as well.
That's a great point. Guy runs the floor hard. He's the perfect foil for James Harden in the screen and roll action. That's another great example, Kev.
Bucks trail by 7. Pass to Giles. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. Free throw good, Giles. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Pass to Baldwin. Screen by Howard. Up off the screen, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Williams, he's checked in for Giles. The Bucks have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%. Yeah, getting to the line more and more. Proof that Giannis is consistently being aggressive.
Rubio dishes to Howard. Pass to Baldwin for the 3. Howard with a screen on Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Baldwin. And again, it's Cleveland.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Williams. Rubio against Lee. Here's Baldwin. To the left wing. The pass to the chosen one. A floater, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%. And you look at the Bucks in this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
Over in the corner, Lee. And he overshot that one, missing.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And when so much of the NBA is trying to capitalize, Greg, on small ball, the Bucks said they're going to go for tall ball if they can make it work.
And what the length and height gives the Bucks is a few things. One, you get matchup advantages at least at a few positions on the floor. Great coverage in the passing lanes. And remember now, the half court is much bigger because of the impact of the three-point shot. You need size, skill, and activity to be able to guard that far from the basket. I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
To the left side wing. The chosen one passes to Baldwin. Tipped away. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
To the wing on the left. The chosen one passes to Howard. Outside for Curry. Here's the three. Howard dishes to Curry. Fires for three. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 15.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Steps back and fires. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pass to Baldwin. 1:11 left here in the opening quarter. The tray. That shot no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo, kept alive. Maker. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work.
Here's Baldwin, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Antetokounmpo kicks to Williams. Howard against Antetokounmpo. Shot from free throw range. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Baldwin, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. 2 shots. And he makes the first. Noel's checked in for the chosen one. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Rubio against Lee. The dish now to Snell. Right side, Antetokounmpo fires from 18. And so it's Cleveland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to a title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And, we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
No doubt about that. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
In that opening quarter, I don't know that you could ask for much more.
They've been simply outstanding, Greg, and let's see if they can build off this early lead.
Tony Snell is out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Lee, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And Ricky Rubio, known mostly for his ability to pass it and create opportunities for teammates, but I think he's an underrated defender at that point guard spot, and maybe doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Dwight Howard. Williams' shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Rubio, the pass to Curry. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Howard. Good D by Williams. Bucks trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Morris, no good.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination.
And Rubio kicks to Howard. Outside Curry. Back to Howard. That one misses. Good D by Williams. For Milwaukee, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Lee kicks to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Back to Lee. Lets it go with a 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Remarkable speed by Lee. Really gets a shot up quickly.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. There's a good screen. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Snell.
Well, the height advantage in this matchup becomes a big factor when he's in the low box.
Rubio dishes to Noel. The feed now to Daniels. Cleveland moving the ball around. Boris, as we know, you were born in New York, grew up in New Jersey, lots of basketball talent in those areas. Who are some local players who influenced you early on?
Well, 1983 is the year the Philadelphia 76ers won the NBA championship, and that team was the epitome of cool, Kevin, right? You had the masterful doctor, the power of Moses Malone, but you know who I tried to emulate? Mo Cheeks.
No kidding.
Yeah, the steady-heady point guard who could make big shots and come up with a timely steal. I couldn't be the doctor. I couldn't fly like the doc, so Mo Cheeks was my guy.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. Diallo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Love's checked in. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Parker.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
Williams can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jabari Parker.
Come on, LeBron welcomes contact, so you are really doing him a favor when you send him to the line.
The Cavaliers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. He's off on the second. Bucks trail by 12. And a wide open look for Lee. No good on the triple.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
James with it. Williams picks him up. Launches it. Lee with the steal. Inside. Here's Diallo. And the rejection by LeBron.
He was tracking that shot the whole way. No chance LeBron was letting that get to the rim.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Now, here is Morris. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Well, Morris making things look easy right now. What a rhythm.
Here's James. There's a screen by Noel to the inside, and Noel throws it down.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Well, I think they're getting quality shots, and it's thanks to how aggressive they have been in this half.
And so it's Milwaukee now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Lee kicks to Morris. Over Noel, and the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute, Kevin.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 17.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morris a screen. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's James to the paint. Love kicks to James. That ball's great assist by Love. 12 points for LeBron.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside Williams. Will it go? And it's good on the way up. Cleveland leading by 18. Parker kicks to James. Inside. In the corner, Daniels. Parker passes to James. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Diallo. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
The Bucks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, Lee has proven to be a valuable role player throughout his career. The combination of shooting and defense is huge.
Giles checked in for Milwaukee. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And you look at Courtney Lee, a consistent presence at the shooting guard spot. You know, Doris, you know what you're going to get out of him from night to night.
There's real value in understanding you're going to get a tough defender, a guy who can space the floor on the offensive end, and he's not shy about doing the dirty work, Kev. He'll dig in and do the little things that help you win ball games. Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Feeds it to James. Cleveland moving it around. Shot clock at 6. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Doesn't come as any surprise so far in this game that LeBron's stamp is all over it. Simply a dominant player.
Here's Giles. He's guarded by Love. Here's Diallo. Second shot opportunity. Here's Giles. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Giles has got 5 now. Parker kicks to LeBron. He feeds it to Noel. LeBron against Lee. Over Lee. LeBron, no luck.
Well, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
Lee against Parker. Parker with the steal. The drive by LeBron. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Thon Maker's checked in for Milwaukee. The chosen one, he's checked in for Cleveland. Amon Shumpert has come in for Tony Parker. The Cavaliers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
We know that LeBron has always been a good foul shooter. Not a great one, but a good one.
Maker dishes to Lee. Pass to Giles. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
After a shaky start, boy, he's found the range. Good second quarter for him.
LeBron passes to Shumpert. The drive by LeBron. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Doors with every team looking to spread the floor, get that space. Most big men are being asked to increase their range. Is the practice time going into that taking away from working, for instance, on other fundamentals that a big guy should be working on?
Here's how you know this is for real. When you hear Dwight Howard talking about the fact that this guy is going to spend an entire summer trying to develop the range because he wants to extend his playing career.
Sure.
Dwight Howard at one time was the single most dominant back-to-the-basket low-post center. They surrounded him with shooters. They put him in pick and roll, and he was an absolute monster. You know what? I don't know if it'll take away from the other fundamentals for the center. I do know that the role of center has drastically changed in the NBA.
Maker kicks to Parker. And it comes off the front of the rim. Cleveland leading by 22. And here is James. He's got 21. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Diallo. Shoots from the right block. Here's Giles. Pass to Diallo. Changes up. He takes it up and lays it in.
I'll tell you, Kev, they wouldn't object if all their looks were that close.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. LeBron passes to the chosen one. Down low, Love, and the dunk by Love.
Oh, guys, Love leaves no doubt with the finish on that one.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Aldrin's checked in. Pass to Giles. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And it's Shumpert penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Shumpert's got his first points of the night.
Boy, if Shumpert gets you to hesitate just a second as a defender, that's all he needs to get to the rack.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Maker. Beyond the arc, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Maker's got 5 points so far. It's a pick by Love. Here's Baldwin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 1:57 left in the first half. Passes to Diallo. There's the screen. He dishes it to Maker. He used that pick to get in close. 7 points in the game.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
To the middle, here's Love, and the dunk by Love.
Boy, nice feed, leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Diallo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Shumpert with the steal, and now the Cavaliers. Fast break.
Boy, and when Shumpert gets a swipe like that, it's so hard to change directions and run him down in transition.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Dishes to Parker. He kicks it to Maker. 6 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Here's Baldwin. 21 points in the game. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Tony Snell's checked in for Parker.
Tony Snell.
There's There's 39 seconds left here in the second. Now, Antetokounmpo, 20 points for him last game against Dallas.
His passing definitely came into play as well, Kev. He was very unselfish, really kept the ball moving.
Maker misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Baldwin. It's a pick by Love. Baldwin kicks to Love. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Love's got 9 points now in the quarter. Antetokounmpo, he can't get it to go. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. We got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room. We got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is O-V-A, over.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Cleveland leading by 23. And on the floor for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Baldwin. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Cleveland ball. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for Cleveland.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And who can blame him with the way he's played? Simply outstanding work coming from him.
Here's Love and the dunk by Love.
Oh, guys, by the looks of it, Kevin Love has just about everything working right now.
And Doris, coming into the NBA, Love's game was centered around the basket, a double-double machine.
Well, think about this, Kev. One of 5 players in the last 3 decades to average over 15 rebounds for an entire season. He did that in 2011. And he still remains a factor on the boards because he's got terrific understanding of positioning and great lower body strength.
Here's Baldwin. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And it's Giles missing.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
He makes his ninth shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Lee. 8 points for him.
Cavaliers foul. Number 3. That's his first personal foul.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Boy, the defense was in perfect position, but it simply didn't matter. He's just too skilled, too good.
To the inside. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging 25 points per, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through. Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Here's Baldwin, covered by Parker. Baldwin, the pass to Love. No good. Only a second miss and 10 attempts from the floor. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's got 17. Off the screen, and Antetokounmpo swings it in.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again. Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Alan Williams is checked in for Milwaukee. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Cleveland. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Lee dishes to Parker. Got a piece of it. Out on his own on the break. Jumps up. Oh!
Look at that.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The pass to Diallo. Picked by Lee. Diallo kicks to Parker. Parker double teamed. Parker sets the screen for Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Milwaukee making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Cleveland on defense. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Morris has got his second bucket.
Well, there's the intensity of Morris. Playing angry, finishing through contact. Nice.
Pass to Baldwin. Launches a three. Drills the three-pointer. Baldwin's got 9 points here in the second half.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
Lee outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Morris with a screen on jumper. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Baldwin kicks to Shumpert. Here's Baldwin. 30 points in the game. And he goes big with the dunk right over Allen Williams.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Knocked loose. Here's Baldwin. He's got 32. James with it, guarded now by Morris. Baldwin, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
How good is King James at spreading the floor, involving everyone on the offensive end?
Shumpert against Antetokounmpo. Parker passes to Williams. Back to Parker. Can they get it? That's short off the rim.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Now here's James. 23 points in the game. And Howard with the stuff.
And Kevin, of all LeBron's championship characteristics, and there are many, his greatest may be his unselfishness.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Williams a screen, and it's Parker in the corner. Kicks it to Williams. Over in the corner, Lee. Shot clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Tremendous defense. Boy, they're putting an emphasis on not giving him a clean look inside.
LeBron James on the wing. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
Really just sheer dominance, going into enemy territory and flat out taking over this one.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Williams. Howard with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Shumpert, no good.
Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. Something there just a little off.
Yeah, simply a little bit careless, I think. Can't just throw it up there. You have to time these alley-oops perfectly.
Cleveland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Baldwin kicks to James. Lee against James. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 17-5 run here. Cleveland moving it around. The dish to Shumpert. In the corner, it's James. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Doris, we know basketball is a team game, but fans and media alike love to focus on the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
You know, Kevin, I think you and I certainly admire watching talent. And it doesn't matter what shape that talent takes. It could be a Broadway star doing their thing on a nightly basis, sometimes twice a day. For us, to watch somebody that we know has paid a price to be great is really special. And so those who are best at what they do are that because they put in the time. And who couldn't admire the work that's required of that?
But what I like about your broadcasting, Doris, is you never get distracted by the stars. They're obviously there, but I love the way you encompass the entire team and aren't just fixated on just that big-name player that maybe the average fan is.
Yeah, I think sometimes people forget NBA stars because they are so great and can seem like supermen. They're people like everybody else.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Lee outside. They set the screen. 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
Noel wide open. He fires. Cleveland the rebound. Pass to Baldwin. On its way from Curry for 2. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
You know, we call that great recognition of the situation. He knew where the double team on him was coming from. A teammate was open somewhere, and he found him.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 21 points in the game. Here's Snell, covered by Rubio. Now, here's Curry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Picked him clean. Here's Snell. Over in the corner, Lee. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Takes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 12 now in this quarter.
Dominating this quarter. He's been absolutely fantastic shooting the ball, and they still trail.
Rubio the pass to Curry. Here's Baldwin. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And the rejection by Noel. And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Milwaukee.
Look, they've been aggressive looking to get inside, but they haven't finished especially well when they get there. I like the attack mentality, but you have got to finish plays.
He misses the free throw. And Markieff Morris, a power forward who gives you a different look and a little bit of everything, Doris.
Well, what I love about Keith, he isn't going to back down on the block, and he's able to score in a number of different ways. Got a great nose for the basket, collected when finishing at the rim. This guy adds so much value.
It's all about Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Diallo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists in the game. And Rubio kicks to Noel. The 3. It's hauled in by Diallo. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Morris outside. And there's the feed to Snell. And the 3 off target. Cleveland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And it's Noel missing.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus. Not good.
Snell, the pass to Diallo. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And here's Rubio. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. To the wing on the left. Love dishes to Rubio. Cleveland moving the ball around. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Diallo out there with Vaughn. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Wilson in at the 4. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Vaughn. And he gets the bucket. Vaughn's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Milwaukee. Now Parker in the corner. Daniels. Back to Parker. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Outside Wilson. Plumlee with the screen. From 12 feet out. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Doris, when you look at the NBA draft lottery, so many of the top guys coming out are one and dones. How is that, you think, affecting the way the NBA game is played and coached?
Well, obviously it can take time because the one-and-dones are typically 18, 19, or 20, somewhere in that age range. So you wonder about maturity. Their skill sets are probably going to be, a little bit slower to develop. It's enough of a concern that Commissioner Adam Silver has addressed it. Whether or not the player representation will allow that rule to be changed about the one-and-dones remains to be seen.
Here's Diallo. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 3rd rebound on the night. This is to Curry. Stolen by Wilson. They break it out 5 on 3. Snell from outside. And the Bucks miss again. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And that one, good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Here's Wilson following the score by Tony Parker. Plumlee with the steal. From 13. On the pass to Diallo. Now Wilson. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Doris, looking at the way the playoffs are set up, the top 8 teams from each conference get in. So at what point might the league eliminate divisions altogether?
I don't think that's far in the future, to be perfectly honest with you. What I'm as curious about, Kevin, is would they ever seed the teams regardless of Eastern or Western Conference, because there seems to be some disparity in level of competition. Is that something you'd like to see, Kevin, where the teams are simply seeded 1 through 16 based on record?
I don't think I'd mind it, Doris, but I do like the fact that, kind of like in the other sports, where you don't have the familiarity, but you always think about what would it be like to see a 5-game series, Cleveland Golden State, whereas in the regular season, just there and at home. And there's something, I think, kind of mysterious, and you can project so many different things. It's great fodder before a series begins.
No question. It'll be very interesting to see which direction the league goes in.
Vaughn can't get it to go.
Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him.
Curry kicks to Noel. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, 6'11", Nerlens Noel, so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Now here's Wilson. Pass to Diallo. That's tipped. They get it back. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance. Brown is checked in for Diallo. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Harper, he's checked in for Curry.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Now here's Noel over Wilson. That one off the back iron and out.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Plumlee with the screen. Snell kicks to Brown. He tries for 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds in the game. He feeds it to Parker. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Brown. There's Parker with the three. And no good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Snell. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Shortening the preseason, adding a week to the regular season to avoid some back-to-backs. Doris, how much is that going to help the players, you think, stay healthy?
You know, this is a fascinating development in one of the areas where the NBA was so proactive in long-term health and well-being of their players. Kevin, I'm anxious to see. Everybody was frustrated by the number of preseason games. They didn't matter. And so I think by taking some of those games that have zero impact on the season, zero impact on how you evaluate and put your team together, is going to be critical to avoiding back-to-backs and the dreaded 4 games in 5 nights. I'm so excited to see how this plays out.
Doris, we're going to get a better product in the regular season. We're going to see players fresher, less injured. I mean, it's a win-win.
Agreed.
Milwaukee's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Vaughn can't get it to go. Well, the Cavaliers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Howard's checked in for Cleveland. The Bucks shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Inside, here's Plumlee. The Cavaliers pull it in. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To end the drought, he takes it up and lays it in.
And a really nice job by Howard to come up with a high percentage interior shot. His shot selection has been superb.
Now here's Brown. Floats one, and it's Harper with the rebound. Cleveland controlling the game. Parker passes to Daniels. To the wing right side. Plumlee against Howard. Parker right side. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
No, that's just too easy for Parker there. He loves getting those opportunities.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Vaughn. Shot clock reset for the Bucks. He dishes it to Brown. Brown with the screen on Harper. Wilson into the lane. Back to Brown. Over Daniels. And the Bucks miss again.
This has been absolutely brutal. Missed every shot this quarter. He needs to keep his head up and keep working.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Here's Vaughn. Chalk up 2 there. Vaughn's got 6 in the quarter.
I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
Down low. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Really known for his strength and the broad shoulders that he possesses has allowed this guy to make a living finishing through contact.
Doris, we've seen a number of aging players really change their bodies through better nutrition and improved fitness conditioning. Do you think we'll see more guys even extending it further, playing into their 40s in the NBA?
Well, how great would it be to see LeBron James play into his 40s? You look at a guy in the NFL, a much more physically demanding game in terms just of the hitting that's done in the game. Tom Brady approaching his 40th year, incredible. And LeBron James would be the player I point to. There's a guy 6'8", 200 and whatever he is, probably 65 pounds, who every single day puts time into the process of keeping his body healthy. It's great. His greatness has been sustained, but he pays a price to get there, Kevin.
And Doris, you can change your body and you can change your game too as you grow old.
That's a great point. Think about how much of a low post scorer Kobe Bryant became later on in his career,
yes,
because the elevation, his ability to elevate, so different.
Great example. Now here's Parker after Markieff Morris's miss. Here's the chosen one. Good on the triple. Here's Vaughn. Morris with a screen on Parker. And stolen by Noel. Daniels with it, and Howard has it in the corner. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night, and the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart, can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Here's Diallo. And again, the Bucks miss.
I'll tell you, his touch has been off all day, and now his judgment is starting to go by the wayside as well. That's a poor shot.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
I tell you what, guys, Howard is feeling it tonight. A big game thus far for him offensively.
Bucks shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Plumlee with the screen. Diallo kicks to Plumlee. Vaughn, the pass to Morris. Rebounded by Howard. Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And there's the call on Howard. That's his 1st foul. And the Cavaliers call time here. Doris, we know there's a lot of trash talking on the court. Some of it is unfriendly, some of it not so much, just kind of playing around. When do you consider comments going over the line?
Well, given that I'm not necessarily privy to exactly everything that's said, I imagine much of it not PG rated, Kevin.
No.
I would say that's an issue for the players to decide. If you step over the line, you're going to feel me in some way, shape, or form.
I don't know, though, we've ever had a time in any professional sport, but in particular the NBA, where there has been a real feeling of community among the players. I mean, I think in the olden days, there was genuine hatred, and there's some of that now, but there is really a feel like, hey, we are all in this together.
Maybe too much so.
Too much so.
I enjoyed watching Larry Bird, who was supposed to be amongst the best trash talkers, get into the head of the player. Draymond Green is the current iteration of perhaps the best trash talker. I say, listen, let him yap a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
He's taking Kevin Garnett's place in that regard, I think.
Yeah.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Howard's got 8 here in the quarter.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and it'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
Here's Vaughn following the basket by Dwight Howard. Vaughn kicks to Plumlee. There's a good screen. 6 to shoot. Bucks passing it around. Morris passes to Diallo. Traps in the tray.
Well, you love to see this out of Morris. He could have easily forced up a shot, instead makes the extra pass.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Parker outside. Can he keep it going? No good off the front iron. Here's Diallo. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed it?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but it's a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.